Jack was perfect for her. Architect, philanthropist, and the sex was amazing.
Philanthropist. Philanthropist.
Architect, philanthropist, and the sex was amazing.
Threesomes are huge right now. They're the blowjob of the 90s.
What was the blowjob of the 80s?
Anal sex.
Anal. Anal. What was the blowjob of the 80s?
Anal sex.
What was the blowjob of the 80s?
Anal sex.
Any sex, period.
Don't let him pressure you into it. It's just this guy's cheap ploy to watch you be a lesbian for a night.
Ploy. Ploy.
It's just this guy's cheap ploy to watch you be a lesbian for a night.
I've never done a threesome.
Because you have relationships.
Well, I've never done a threesome.
Oh, come on. Of course you haven't. You want a threesome? You won't even wear a thong.
Thong. Thong.
Of course you haven't. You want a threesome? You won't even wear a thong.
But, I'd go with someone who has a little more experience, like Sam.
Well, thanks, but there is something sexy about a first-timer like Charlotte.
Timer. Timer.
But there is something sexy about a first-timer like Charlotte.
Ruth won't even get on top.
Ken was 37, a wine importer.
Importer. Importer.
Ken was 37, a wine importer.
Ruth won't even get on top.
Ken was 37, a wine importer, unhappily married to a woman who designed modular office furniture.
Unhappily. Unhappily.
Unhappily married to a woman who designed modular office furniture. He and Jack had just had another fantastic date dancing for dyslexia.
Dyslexia. Dyslexia.
Dancing for dyslexia. Charlotte hadn't been that excited since she tried on her JV cheerleading uniform for the first time.
Cheerleading. Cheerleading.
Charlotte hadn't been that excited since she tried on her JV cheerleading uniform for the first time. Just when you were about to write her off as a Park Avenue Pollyanna, she'd say something so right on you'd think she was the Dalai Lama.
Llama. Llama.
Say something so right on you'd think she was the Dalai Lama. Charlotte was actually considering a threesome. Who wasn't? The Village Voice had more ads looking for threesomes than it did for small rat-infested studios running at $1,000 a month.
Infest. Infest.
Did for small rat-infested studios running at $1,000 a month. But who actually answered these ads?
Wall Street honcho seeks two horny gal pals for an East Ham.
Honcho. Honcho.
Street honcho seeks two horny gal pals for an East Ham.
You be black or Hispanic, I'll be on time. I need your dick now.
X-Files fanatic twosome seeks.
Fanatic. Fanatic.
X-Files fanatic twosome seeks.
Need your dick now.
X-Files fanatic twosome seeks Scully lookalike for abduction fantasy.
Me.
Abduction. Abduction.
Scully lookalike for abduction fantasy.
Me.
Scully lookalike for abduction fantasy.
Me. Gorgeous with big boobs. You.
Boob. Boob.
Gorgeous with big boobs. You.
Down. I'm a huge fan of your work.
Good taste and beautiful. Could it get worse?
Oh. Special Olympics chairwoman. Sorry.
Chairwoman. Chairwoman.
Special Olympics chairwoman. Sorry. Who doesn't love children's books?
5 minutes of bodice ripping material out the window. So I did what any
Bodice. Bodice.
bodice ripping material out the window. So I did what any...
Up front with the driver, who happens to be the original Chris from the Partridge Family.
What I'm hearing is that
Partridge. Partridge.
Partridge Family.
what I'm hearing is that
Mr. Big was with me now.
Nibbling his earlobes. How sweet. Let me show you.
Lobe. Lobe.
His earlobes. How sweet. Let me show you.
just happened. Where'd you go?
Was preoccupied.
No kid.
Preoccupy. Preoccupy.
Preoccupied.
No kid.
Love each other very much.
Of course you do.
And we have an unshakable bond, whatever it takes. I'm going to keep this marriage together.
Good for you.
Unshakable. Unshakable.
Have an unshakable bond, whatever it takes. I'm going to keep this marriage together.
Good for you. Anything, it was just sex.
Well, exactly. And if being sexually adventuresome will keep this marriage.
Adventuresome. Adventuresome.
Being sexually adventuresome will keep this marriage.
Free to indulge her fantasy. It's amazing what some sequins on a stick can do to free up inhibitions.
So,
Sequin. Sequin.
Some sequins on a stick can do to free up inhibitions.
so.
Do you like peacocks?
Do you?
Peacock. Peacock.
Peacocks?
Do you?